Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt186. This is Dareu's A955 wireless gaming mouse, which, while I have not used the E901X, it appears to be a large improvement over the E901X, which according to a lot of people is already pretty great, and to larger skeptics, kind of meh. Opinions are opinions though, and I'll share mine here. I used this mouse during my entire Starfield playthrough, and to round it out perfectly, I enjoyed using it. I thought it was great, and I've got plenty of hours using it. In the box, we get the mouse itself and a charge dock, a non-kinking USB A to C braided cable, which can go direct to the cradle or direct to the mouse, some Dareu stickers to flare out your lifestyle, some extra PTFE feet, side grips for DIY customizing your side to your preference, or go naked, hey you do you, as well as a quick start guide. The charge base doubles as an extension for the dongle and it acts as a USB pass-through. The A955 has two magnets to help guide it and hold it onto the base after a session of gaming so that you're ready for session 2. The bottom of the cradle has a button to swap through some minor RGB modes, or to turn off the lights entirely. If you prefer going wired, the mouse can also be plugged in and used wired. Alternately, and not something I would recommend, you can connect via Bluetooth for a longer battery life, but gaming with Bluetooth is often iffy at best. I have the most issues with Bluetooth devices missing clicks and acting sluggish. These are consistent traits with Bluetooth, at least in my experience. Now, Dareu has been co-developing and working on making their own variants of sensors and switches. I like to see this because more of this sometimes is a good thing. But there isn't a whole lot of information on the specifications for this one. They utilize their own variant of an Aimwell 6400 DPI 300 IPS 35G sensor that I can best describe as, and maybe compare it most likely to the PAW 3333. Now, this sensor can go up to 12K, but is recommended not to top it past 6400 for the best results. I have zero complaints with tracking. It feels smooth enough to me. Liftoff is at times a little bit catchy, but the mouse feels good overall, and it's not hard to get behind when playing games. The A955 weighs in at 96 grams by my scale and is a very comfortable size, but I have somewhat larger hands at around 22-ish centimeters. I find the mouse comfortable to use, but smaller hands may find the mouse a bit large for their liking. On the bottom of the mouse we have a clear tinted base with 4 Teflon PTFE feet, and a cradle hideaway for the dongle. We also have Bluetooth pair buttons for when it's set to Bluetooth pairing mode. You can hold this down and pair it with a compatible Bluetooth device. And the A955 is supported by a pretty straightforward and intuitive user interface that offers you control over lighting, as well as customizations that can be saved across multiple onboard profiles. It even features things like a macro editor and a way to fine-tune your debounce, which is not something we often see in mice with UI suites like this. Let's talk a little bit about the switches. They use what's called KBS, or Key Force Balance switches. The base switch design I'm uncertain of, but the method of implementation is KBS II. This essentially just uses a top lever and a bottom lever to actuate depression. Now, if you ask me, it doesn't seem to do what most mice I've used already do, but it does add a firmer depression to actuation by design. If you like firmer, more deliberate actuation, you'll have that here. As far as you butterfly and jitter click kids, I have no information of impact for your righteously reckless wrist rambling movements. So, sorry about that. The scroll wheel is similarly more stiff and offers more deliberate action as well. And the side and DPI switch, they feel pretty average to me. Let's take a listen to the switches because I know some people will want to hear what those sound like. My last notes are on battery life. This will 100% depend on how you use it, such as what mode you use it in, what features like the lights you do or don't use. And a ballpark number can be hard to give you based on that information. I can go all night off of a charge using 2.4 GHz connection with full lights and still use it the next night with full lights if that tells you anything. Charge time is roughly about 2 hours, or if it dies on you while you're gaming, just swap to wired mode. It'll let you game on and charge up. I hope this video was somewhat helpful and useful to you. You guys have a great day, night, whatever it is, and I'll see you in the next video that I do.